Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Nintendo Direct recap. I'm your host this episode, the one, the only Eddie V. Joining me is Bossman himself, Mr. Corey Derrick. Hello, good sir.
Ed stole my job. I'm just kidding. Hi, Ed.
Hello, everybody. We are going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that happened today. And this one focused mainly 15 minutes on Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And even though they gave us 15 minutes of new stuff, there is just kind of a lot to cover and everything. But before we get into that, Corey, what did you think of this Direct?
I know a lot of people were like really down that it was just on Mario Wonder, but for me, who this is the only game I care about for the rest of the year, really, I was pretty excited. I'm surprised at how deep this game is going to be. Like, it's like with the badges and like some of the other stuff that they were going into, and just the amount of characters you can play as and some of their different abilities. Like, I mean, I know they said that Mario, Luigi, Peach, the Toads, Toadette, and Daisy kind of all play the same, but like having Yoshi and Nabbit and who else is like Nabbit? Was it?
That was it. Just the Yoshi's and Nabbit.
Okay, yeah. I thought that was like really cool to have them, and like the image of just giant elephant Mario riding a Yoshi was really funny.
We would talk about the animation because they really went into detail. And just to let everybody know, there is a story on Nintendo Life about Miyamoto not liking the elephant. They didn't think he was a Mario character. So go read that. It's very interesting. And I think Miyamoto, what he saw, would give you an example on why we have Elephant Mario in the game.
Yeah,
or the elephant power up, I should say.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I really love the animation. I love the world, like the level design. I like that we're going to a new kingdom, right? Like, that's cool. I don't know, man. I was really digging it. I thought it was great. I can't wait to play it. This is my most anticipated game for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like I was telling Lamont, I already nominated this as soundtrack of the year. Like, the music was banging and everything. Speaking about the animation, they really went into detail about the game. Just the animation, like Yoshi looks different when he eats something.
Yeah, all the characters look different. I mean, not like unrecognizable, but they all have that slight, like, different animation look. And
Yeah.
Also, a little side tangent, like, you can't really tell that it's not Charles Martinet playing Mario. Like, whoever's taken over is, I didn't notice. Like, yeah.
I knew that it was different because the way that he was saying Wowie Zowie when he got his elephant power, it sounded different. Which they didn't reveal who it was.
Does it though? Because we've never heard Charles Martinet say Wowie Zowie.
That is true. That is true. But I think I was expecting a reveal because, Miyamoto was supposed to come out and Charles Martinet was supposed to come out and talk about, the Mario Ambassador thing. And I thought this was going to be part of it. And they did it. So maybe we will get a reveal on who's this new voice.
Yeah.
And everything. And stuff.
Yeah.
But you ready to get into this Direct, Corey? Because I loved everything about this. I laughed. I was amazed. And I posted this on my Twitter. I think this game looked like it was running at 60 frames per second.
It is.
Because I'm like, this animation is smooth and it's quick.
Yeah. I mean, most Mario games are running at 60. Like, Mario Kart runs at 60, Odyssey runs at 60, 3D World runs at 60. I'm not surprised. New Super Mario Brothers runs at 60. So I'm not
Yeah,
that surprised, to be honest.
yeah, and the colors are richer in this game. So
Yeah.
I hope they do a lot of interviews on it, or like a Nintendo presents, like the interview stuff that they do with their series. I really want to learn more about the development of this game.
Yeah, I mean the development has been I'm excited for a new 2D Mario game, right? I think
Hmm.
Mario's at his best when he's at 2D, and yeah, I don't know, man. I am just excited to play it. Like you said, the colors are really popping. They it's just super vibrant and fun, and it's super whimsical in the fact that
Hmm.
the flowers talk to you, and like there's new types of piranha plants that the watermelon piranha plants, and I don't know. I think I just really excited. I think it's great.
Well, let's get into it then. Well, we're going to start with the story. And Mario Wonder takes place in the Flower Kingdom, where Mario and friends were invited by Prince Florian. Unbeknownst to them, King Bowser arrives and touches the mysterious Wonder Flower and merges his ship with the prince's kingdom. He spreads chaos across the land, and it's up to Mario, Luigi, Toad, Toadette, Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, and Nabbit. The Flower Kingdom is going to be made up of six worlds that you will visit along with Petal Owl. In the direct, three areas were not revealed yet, but the other four are Pike Rock Plateau for World One, Fluff Puff Peaks for World Two, Shining Falls for World Three, and Petal Owl as the main island. You can visit past courses through the course menu, where you can select the course you want and they'll warp you right to it.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
um, and oh, go ahead, Corey.
I was gonna say I really like the world map, quality of life improvements where you can just kind of go to a menu and pop back to a level instead of
Mm-hmm.
Mario 3D World did this too, but like you can go to the menu and go back to a world or a level. Like there's also levels that you have to unlock with I forget what they said you had to unlock it with, but
The
whatever
flower seed.
the flower seeds, and that'll be nice to go back when you feel more comfortable to do that, or like you get enough seeds to see what the secret is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool too. I think that was a nice quality of life change.
Yeah, it looks like 200% this game. You really gonna have to replay a lot of the levels. So I wonder if is the game going to be longer that way for people who want 100% it by unlocking um part of the world, you know, to
Hmm.
progress.
Yeah, I
So
man, I can't wait to play this. I think it's gonna be so good.
yes. The game has talking flowers that will help you navigate. That will help navigate you through the course by offering clues to other areas or give you coins. Now that you can play Nabbit and Yoshi in the game, know that they are invisible to danger. Now, you can lose a life if you fall into a pit, but these characters are to make those who aren't familiar with the Mario 2D games or want an easier experience. I thought that was a good way um to also bring in Yoshi and Nabbit from this new, the new Super Mario games, and really let people play them so they can get like kind of get through the game.
Hmm.
And just let everybody know that you got four Yoshi colors that you could pick up. And Nabbit, he still has his back. I thought it was kind of funny that when the characters ran off, then the four Yoshis come and never follow suit.
Hmm.
That was kind of funny. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a cute game, and this that all of that had to happen after you press start. I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was this game. This game is gonna be like a light-hearted kind of really fun. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm really excited. I'm like I said, this is my most anticipated game for the rest of the year, and like we kind of mentioned earlier, I really like the game focused directs. Don't get me wrong, I still think they should have the normal directs, but
Hmm.
I feel like they could do a nice blend of both, where I mean, they've kind of done it right, like the pandemic year where they had the Paper Mario one, and I
Yeah.
think they had the Animal Crossing one, and like
Hmm.
they've done a lot, but also like when E3 not E3 rolls around and your direct is coming out, you want to have that big beefy one, or the a giant one at Christmas or whatever, to kind of show
Yes.
what's coming at the end of the year, or at the beginning of the year. And um yeah, and also you want to give some love to your third parties because you're going to need them moving forward, right? And
Yes.
you need a big direct for that, or like a partner direct or something. But this was welcomed for me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about, definitely with these new courses and these characters. I feel like this direct really help, remind people that, hey, we got this new Mario game coming out, and we really want to give it its own space.
Yeah.
And uh I feel like this is the right time to do it,
Mhm.
um and everything. So hopefully, we know that Nintendo got another conference coming up and stuff. So probably because of they showing this direct, that it will be there for people to play. Um with Nabbit and these Yoshis, like I said earlier, letting people really, I feel like it's going to be for a lot of kids
Mhm.
to help them get in and
Yeah.
stuff. When
Yeah,
they
this is
when families are doing co-op.
yeah, this is definitely a game I could see playing with my kids. Although I feel like, Riley's going to want to play as like Peach or Daisy or something, right? And it's going to
Hmm.
be a little bit too difficult, but I think playing as Nabbit and Yoshi, especially Yoshi, um I think she'll love that. So, we
Well,
need games like
yes.
this. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
We need games like this to like really introduce kids to games too. Like, I feel like this is going to
Hmm.
be easier to like. It's the same thing. We talk about this all the time. It's the same thing that Nintendo does all the time. It's like easy to play, hard to master, right? And they're
Yes.
so good at it, man. Like, they're the master of that. And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you could help your character, because characters could hop on a Yoshi, and you two work together, like carrying through. Even when we get to the power ups, a certain power, you can also ride Yoshi. You can also have Yoshi on Yoshi if
Mhm.
you want to, which is very cool and stuff. But let's jump into some new enemies. That's going to be in Super Mario Wonder. Happy Cat are green spike shell enemies who will copy your player and jump when you jump. Melon piranha plants will spit seeds at you. Condors are dark birds that will attack you from the bottom and will stick to the ground when missed. Conks is a big metal rock that will try to flatten you from the top, and they can pass through goo to try to get you. Mumsies are mummy enemies that if you grab the handle that keeps them wrapped up, you have a chance to unwind them and defeat them. Mamas are big mouth toad looking creatures that will chase you and eat you if you get close to their mouths.
Yeah.
I like the enemy design, and I gotta say, Mumsies,
Mhm.
I kind of like that little pull string, and they just unwrap and then disappear. Like, they really went in and created some new enemies for this game. And that's just some of them. There's more that we still don't know
Yeah.
about with names.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what, some of the bosses look like too.
Yeah, they did have one of the mini boss, which is his like son. Um but he was like in a wonder. But yeah, they didn't show any bosses in this game. So I wanna know what what do they have for us.
Yeah. Very excited for that. So,
Mamas.
jeez.
That was so funny because they chase you with their big mouth open.
Yeah.
and they ready to swallow you and stuff. And then they close their mouth and they just look at you like crazy. Like, come here,
Yeah,
come here. So I can eat you.
yeah.
uh,
It's cool, man. I really think this game is gonna be. I mean, this game's gonna sell a bajillion
mhm.
copies.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is that even the enemies got their own animations and stuff. They when they're showing the Koopas on it, they hip bump their shells together, and I was just like, "Oh, that's cool!"
Yeah,
Like this game is gonna make people laugh and
yeah.
enjoy games. I swear this direct was so good. But we're gonna move on because we're gonna touch on the new power ups that the game has. We saw Jules direct at the end of the presentation that Mario turned into an elephant. Well, it's simply titled Elephant, and sadly, Nabbit and Yoshi's cannot use this power. Everyone else can. The elephant power up lets you swipe your trunk to attack enemies, absorb water to use on the flowers, and can run big gaps and break brick walls. Bubble form allows you to blow bubbles and capture enemies, which in turn transfer them to a coin. You can also jump on the bubbles for extra height, which can help you find secret areas in the level.
Hmm.
Last but not least of the power ups, you have drill form. This power up places a drill on your head and you can use it to destroy spike enemies or hard rock enemies. You can also use it to drill down from the air or burrow into the dirt to get to hard to reach places. You can also burrow into the ceiling with this power up. With all these new power ups, you can make the challenge of the level easy to get through. You can also save a power up while using another power up. So if you have the elephant ability, and you get the fire flower power, you can switch it with the press of the A button. Um, and your elephant power will go into a hole where you now will have the firepower, and you can switch it back and forth for whatever situation they need.
That's cool. It's really cool.
Yes.
Um,
Now, oh, do you have anything, Corey?
I don't think so. No, I'm just trying to contribute when, and sometimes I jump the gun. So
That's
whoops.
okay. Now, the big draw to this game is the Wonder Flower. This flower changes the level in random ways, and in order to return the level to normal, you must find a Wonder Seed. The Wonder Flower may also change your character, so be prepared. So this is the one like it kind of warps you to this hypnotic trance looking level where pipes are moving. Um, the level may tilt and everything, but but also it may turn you to a Goomba. It may, make you big and float in the air. One of them changed the perspective that is still 2D, but then it looks like a top-down Zelda game and everything. I thought that was so cool. I was just like, oh, you got the same perspective, but they changed the perspective like a, like a Zelda game. That's amazing. I
Yeah.
love this and
Yeah.
everything. I'm gonna and everybody's gonna be trying to get to the power. They were just like, I hope it changes to the Zelda thing and see what that offers.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
It'll be
but Corey.
interesting. I'm really interested to see what some of these power ups do. I really am.
Yes. Oh, and also everybody with the flower seed. You can also get a flower seed at the end of a level. By one of the characters. From the land.
Hmm.
Um, you can now collect badges that can help you get through levels quicker and easier. For example, the dash bag, or it's called something else, but I put the dash bag will help you will keep you running, or the parachute cap, which lets you air glide after you jump. So when you jump and you come down to float, you'll have a hat on or some kind of hat with you, and you'll like float down. Think of like Tears of the Kingdom or Wind Waker, where you could just have something to glide with. It's that kind of power.
Hmm.
Um, There's a lot of lots badges that you can find and purchase, and a lot of the ones that you find comes from challenges. Like if you complete that challenge, you'll get that badge. You will spend flower coins to obtain them, so make sure you collect the purple pieces you see throughout the game. You can only equip one badge during the course, so make sure you find the right one for you. If you die with that badge, you can switch to another badge before you start that level to help you. Super Mario Wonder has local co-op with 4 players on one Switch. The game does have online play, but you can't play online with others around the world. You will encounter their ghost form, and you can also use a standee as a checkpoint of sorts. Now, standee is kind of like your character um, gets like plotted down to the ground. It's like one of those signs that you see of a character. It's like that. So if you are playing it and you see a standee that someone else put into level and you happen to die, you'll go back to where that standee was at and resurface and be able to continue the game, which I thought was really cool, and everything. And I think I like that challenge, that if this is another form of checkpoints, maybe maybe you could select it where there is no checkpoints in the level, like you have to play it all the way through. But I don't know just yet.
Yeah.
You will also see heart points from from other ghost characters that you'll see, and heart points come from when the player has helped others in the game. So we're going to get to the last part, everybody. The last of the presentation was Nintendo showing off the Mario Red OLED Switch. It's an all red dock and red Joy-Cons that will release on October 6th, with Super Mario Wonder releasing on October 20th. And with that, everybody, that was the Super Mario Direct presentation.
Yeah, it was a good presentation. I really like the red Mario Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did this with what, Odyssey, I think they put out that red one.
Yes.
Uh, and this is an OLED one. I really like the red Joy Cons. I've never owned a red Joy Cons, and there's something I've always wanted to have. Uh, and I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to buy a whole new OLED Switch for it, but I think the
Right.
design is clean. I like the red. Um, so I mean, I don't know who's looking for a Switch at this point. That's like I mean, I guess some Mario fans will buy it, or people who are looking to upgrade to an OLED. But um, I'm kind of surprised they put out a collector's edition Switch at this point in the life cycle. Uh, I almost would have preferred a Pro controller at this point.
I
I'm
think
shocked
that's
that
coming.
I'm shocked they never did a Mario Pro controller.
I have a feeling that's coming.
Yeah, I still never got the Zelda one, but
Oh, this other one is really cool.
yeah, no, I want it really
Mine's
bad.
is still in the box.
I want it really bad, but never got it. So, oh well, too late now.
Yeah.
But Mario looks cool. I mean, I'm so excited for this game.
I think people are going to buy some of the blue controllers, Joy-Cons, because everybody's just like they want to switch it on the Switch and make it look
Hmm.
like Mario overalls on
Hmm.
it and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but I like that pure red to it and
Hmm.
stuff, and the little Mario design shadow. The coins that's in on the back of the system, I was just like, okay, that's a nice touch. I get it, because like the back part when you unlock it, it's kind of like going to the underground from a warp point. When that when Mario Elephant worked down and he squeezed himself down there, I was just like, they thought of everything
Yeah.
in this game.
Yeah.
So
I'm very excited. I'm really ready. I'm ready for this, man.
I think this game may have a Game of the Year nomination potential. Like, and I know Spider Man is going to be the competition that day, which is completely fine.
Yeah.
But I think this game is going to be a little. I think it's going to be a palate cleanser for a lot of people. It's gonna sell well. Like I'm not gonna deny it sells or anything.
Yeah, especially
Um,
for people who are coming off of Starfield or Baldur's Gate, and they're looking for
mhm.
something that's like a little bit lighter, or like you said, a palate cleanser. I think that's totally what's happening.
Right, and so
And then Sonic
it's
comes out 3 days later, which I'm also
then Alan
excited
Wake
for.
then Alan Wake comes out like a week later, a
Yeah,
week or a half
I
later.
don't care about Alan Wake.
I do. I
I'm going to be
like
shocked. I'm going to be really. This feels like a Mirror's Edge situation, right? Where everybody begged for a sequel and they made one and nobody bought it. To me, Alan Wake kind of feels like that. Although I was looking up sales numbers the other day, and that game sold like 3 or 4 million units, and I was like, oh, well, the original one. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I
mhm.
misjudged Alan Wake, but also
I
I'm not
mean,
into spooky games, and if it's spooky, I don't pay attention. So
it's more of an action, spooky action kind of game, not
yeah,
too crazy. I mean, I got the original Xbox 360 and the remake one
hmm
for Xbox One. So that's why I want to play too. But like Mario, and I still don't have a PlayStation 5, so I could wait for Spider Man. Um, but Mario is going to be the game that I kind of feel like people are going to try to rush through it to say that they played it, enjoyed it. But I feel like it's going to be a game that's going to probably take me 2 weeks to get through because my insane self is going to try to collect everything, and then mom, I'm having buying a copy for mom's, and she's going to be playing it, and she's going to probably have everything done before I do. So I am excited for this game, and still we don't know much about it.
hmm
Some other stuff, and I cannot wait to see. I don't know how to. I don't care about the reviews for it just yet, or anything, or Metacritic. But I really do hope that people who watch this direct really enjoyed it, because I will say that a lot of people didn't respond to the direct until a little bit later due to Starfield reviews and stuff.
hmm
But I've been seeing a lot of positive reactions to it in pictures and stuff. It's some memes here and there too. Um, but I'm excited to see more of this game.
yeah, I am too.
So, and for some reason, before we wrap up and head out, it has a Super Mario World feel to it. I don't know if you got that, Corey. Like, of
Yeah,
course, like the new like new Super Mario Brothers Wii U, it has that feel in the deluxe version. But something about it was just like, man, this feels very Super Mario World ish with some of the level designs too.
yeah. I mean, I feel a lot of new Super Mario Brothers in this too. Like, I mean, I don't know. I see both, right? I see both. I
Hmm.
definitely see both.
Yeah. So, but everybody, that's going to be it for the recap. Our reactions. Like I said, it was only 15 minutes. Um, it was a great presentation. I really can't grade this one because it's it's just a one game. Uh, but I really enjoyed what they had, and like I said, oh, the music. I think people were really gonna. Nintendo was gonna sell the soundtrack. It would sell millions.
I think they are selling it. I think I saw them selling it on their website.
The soundtrack.
hmm
Oh, let me see. Because if they are, I'm ordering a copy tonight.
Maybe not, but I swear I saw it. Thought I saw Wario 64 post about it on Twitter.
I know they were
I think. I'm pretty sure. Did I make that up? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm a big dummy and you can just tell me I suck. Notifications. Let's see here. Nope. Yeah, that's it. I forgot. You gotta click there. That's not. That's it. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, nope. I lied. It's the Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope soundtrack. Sorry.
Oh.
I saw the purple and the blue
Hmm.
and Mario, and I thought maybe it was this. I'm sorry, everybody. Although that soundtrack might be good too. I'm not sure. I only played it for like 2 hours and I got bored. Which
Wow.
is crazy because I love the original, and that we'll save that for another conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But everybody, that's gonna be it for this Nintendo Direct recap. Me and Corey are excited for this game. October 20th, we'll both have our copies. Yeah, and it's available for pre-order. Everybody, also the system is available for pre-order. So you guys, if you're able to stack your copy of the console, let us know. But yeah, I'm going to be pre-ordering my copy real soon. For it. But with that, everybody, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Anytime you see this, and we'll see you next time for another Nintendo Direct recap. Bye, everybody.
goodbye.
If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/BossRushMedia, and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support.